After publishing the hit comic book adaptations for Alien Nation and Planet of the Apes, Malibu Graphics is turning such full moon films as Puppet Master and Subspecies into the hottest titles around. Now, the editors at Malibu reveal how they change Andre Toulon and Radu into comic book characters.
As part of what I do here at Malibu, I go and talk to movie studios and see if they either want to make movies of our comics or us make comics of their movies. This is a case where I went down and talked to Charlie and showed him what kind of comics that we did. Found out that his great love in life was comic books, and he would love to get comics made of his movies. And it kind of started that way. Then it evolved and started doing comics of basically all of his movies.
There's a lot of action, there's a lot of interesting kinds of situations, a lot of fantasy elements that are particularly suited to comic books. It's especially easy for us to do special effects that would cost a lot in a movie because all we do is ask the artist to draw the particular effect.
You don't want to actually recreate the movie in the comic book because then all you're doing is giving the people who've seen the movie the same thing they've already seen. So you try to give it, you take the characters and the situations of the Puppet Master, like you take the Puppet Master himself and you take the little tiny puppets and you expand on what's there in the movie. You fill in gaps in the story, or you pick it up at the very end of the movie and start with a sequel.
The ideas or concepts for a comic book can originate almost anywhere. They can originate from a creative team who just comes to us, to Malibu Graphics, with an idea, or they could come from a licensor that wants us to do something, a comic book for their projects, like, for example, Full Moon comics are done that way. The first stage of comic book production is always the script stage, just like a movie. Only instead of doing scenes and scenic breakdowns, it's done panel by panel. And the next stage after we approve the script is pencils, which the artist will interpret the script in such a way that it goes panel by panel with penciled illustrations. That will then come back to us, and I'll approve it. And at that point, it'll go to another artist where it will be inked. That is, an ink pen will be drawn over the actual pencil lines to get us a finished product. Over here, you can see a scanned image, and after it's scanned, we'll lay down lettering by actually typing in the lettering and putting the balloons over the scanned artwork. If it's a color book, we will then color it on screen using the computer, using the Macintosh computer. Finally, it outputs like this, which is the finished product.
Okay, we really have a lot of fun working on the Full Moon material. The office is just full of movie buffs, and it gives us a chance to look at the videos, or to look at the promotional movie materials, or to look at the advanced work on a particular movie. And then we work on Puppet Master. It gave us a chance to work with the Australian artist that we liked so much. We've released the first issue of Subspecies, and it's going to be a 4-issue color miniseries, and followed shortly by Trancers, which is going to be a 2-issue miniseries. And this is the full color cover to the first issue of Doll Man, and based on this graphic they will be doing most of their ordering. Well, Children of the Puppet Master is going to be by the same guys that did the original Puppet Master 4-issue color miniseries. It's going to be set in Connecticut, and the guys in Australia actually toured the United States, went and visited Connecticut for a few days, and spent some time scouting out particular shots that they wanted to see and taking photos for research. Trancers is also going to be a 2-issue color miniseries. You'll have to check with the editorial guys in terms of who's the creative team, but it's scheduled for later this summer and during the fall. So we give the audience something brand new that they've never seen before, and yet it's familiar because it's exactly the same properties that Charlie developed in the movies that they've done.